Extreme Elements Bot Running Robot.
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Miami Dolphins and the Philadelphia Eagles. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4.
Takes it at the 7.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Whitfield. And going deep for Hill. And this ball will be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and a yard. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The Eagles at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Second and 6.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through
Elements
the air.
bot running
He's
robot.
going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
And this returnable for Hill.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Thomas. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles.
And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the first down on 3rd down.
On 1st and 10, Whitfield. It's brought in by Wilson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very solid gain of 27.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game. Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And a completion to Wilson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try the left side. Thomas. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this? I'll bet that won't be the last time we see them take a deep shot in this game.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Smith, the man in motion left.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He'll drop to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Whitfield.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Thomas. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Off play action. Whitfield. He gets it to Thomas. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the left side. It's Thomas. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Looking to throw. Whitfield. Thomas brings it in. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagle 16. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Thomas, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Back to throw. Whitfield. It's Hill. Complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Whitfield. And it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. They find some open field here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 68 yards. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7.
Extreme Elements bot running robot.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, Whitfield. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
to this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Whitfield. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st down, Whitfield to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss.
He's past the 30. And he is finally going to be taken down. Boy, that could have been a really late swing here, but the attempt to return the field goal snuffed out. And that'll do it for this first half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run with Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain of 22.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And I think really good defenders can sniff out those screen passes. Just something that they can feel, something that they can sense about how the quarterback drops back or how the linemen are just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers. He read it perfectly. Got in there and made the play.
And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour.
In motion left goes Smith.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
106 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On 1st and 10, Whitfield. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He finds Allison. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
They'll look to throw again. Gets this one to Hill. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
Back to throw. Whitfield. And that's off the mark, incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards. Makes it 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Whitfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill from 13 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went...
Oh, this is blocked. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. Sanders now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Go. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And some space here. Touchdown, Philadelphia. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception,
I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
That is intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Rolling, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Whitfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Here's Hill on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah. Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Roquan Smith. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Hassan Reddick just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards.